This time on the Property Squad. In this episode, we're heading over into a very mountainous region of Greece. We'll be showing you how to maximize the amount of natural light coming into your home. We'll also look at making the most of your surroundings and the possible views you can have. And for any of you out there that are getting a bit green-fingered, we look at maintaining your garden and also turning any outbuildings into a fully functioning studio. And here we are in this special edition of the Property Squad at the first property we're going to see today. That's right, there's going to be more than one. And as you can see, it's a wonderful, classic, rustic Greek building. We're just going to have a little look around and see what we can make of it. And whoops, that's going to come back to bite me later. So let's just have a quick tour of the interior of the building. Through the front door and to the right, you'll see the relaxing area. It's called the relax room. There's a small table with 2 chairs, generally reserved for the older people in the household. And this is the dining room where the family sits to have dinner. You've got mismatched chairs here. It's a very rustic kind of feel. And this table that also doesn't match the chairs. Nothing against the people that did the interior design, but where's the through line? And if we go round to the kitchen, we can see that they have an Arga, because as we like to say on the Property Squad, everyone loves an Arga. This home is still taken up by a family that need to clean their sink. And if we take a look at the crockery, we can see oh no, that was a mistake. I didn't mean to do that. Is anyone watching? Can we cut this bit? And I'll take you up onto the first floor so you can see the layout at the top. So we've got a lovely little staircase here, and again, another room to relax in. It's confusing why there isn't any beds, but who really minds? And if we just have a quick look around, you can see that the sofas are nice and squishy. And here is a single bed for what I assume was a family of 6 with a small blanket on it. And there's another chair in the corner for someone to fall asleep in. So if we have a look over the balcony, you can see there's lots of space out the back for a vegetable patch. There's this lovely pole right there. It's a nice pole. It's a very good pole. So you can see the garden space, and there's some features. Well, the main one actually is that you can look into the other houses around. It's perfectly positioned on the hill so that if you're feeling a bit frisky, you can see what your neighbours are doing. And let's not forget, on the hill there, we've got the old castle, which has been recently turned into an art installation. I'm not sure what the art's about, but it's on fire and there's smoke spilling out of it, so it's got to be something to do with the world burning, climate change. Something like that. Anyway, and let's just have a little tour around the outside again. There's some flower pots there. Those are very, very nice. And you can see it's clearly autumn here, or there hasn't been rain for very long. And if we move around to the other side of the property, you can see obviously we're near a very, very busy airport, but it's got good connections through to the rest of Europe and to the other parts of the world as well. And as you can see, there's this small outbuilding here, which I think would be always keep health and safety a top priority when you're on a building site. I think this would be a great idea to have in case your family got a little bit too much, or if you decided, if there was some sort of worldwide pandemic, let's say, that you were going to self-isolate. And if the world does get a bit too much, you can just turn around and face the wall and lay down and cry. Now, moving on to the first part of the renovation scheme, what we're going to do is increase the natural light. But to do that, we've got to get rid of the artificial light. So here we are removing this bulb. It's indestructible. What is this made of? Why is it not being... So they've got one of these newfangled bulbs that doesn't get destroyed. So we're going to move through the rest of the house and just quickly remove any of the bulbs. Well, that one's not getting destroyed either. Move through the house and remove carefully, because that's how we do it here on the Property Squad, all of the artificial lighting, so we can then make the most out of the lighting that you get in this perfectly positioned property to get as much natural light as we can. So here we go, quickly just zapping all the way through, and that's it. All of the artificial light has been taken out, so we can get a true representation of what to expect once we start opening up parts of the property and putting in some bigger windows. So here we are outside, and you guys thought I made a mistake earlier. I did not. Let's have a look at... Oh, that's not what I intended. We might be in trouble. So let's just assess some of the damage, some of what we've done on the inside. So as you can see, there's lots more natural light coming through, which is totally what we actually intended to do. There's parts of the roof missing, but don't worry, that's going to be replaced with a new fangled roof that has some exciting features on it. Such as indestructible tiles, and when it rains there will be bells on it that will play music. And just to maximize the effectiveness of the natural lighting, we're just going to board up some of the windows so you can see the real big difference. And if you don't like a piece of furniture, best thing to do, just blow it up. And we've opened another wall for similar reasons as before. So now we've got all of the interior stuff done. As you can see, we've got a beautiful garden with a lovely vegetable patch that we can actually pick some of the fruit and vegetables out of. So if you just... The quickest way to do it is to throw down some dynamite, which is what farmers classically do through all ages of history, and you blow it up and they all get picked up at the same time. Maximum effectiveness, and you don't have to waste time with a plow or any tools. And now it's time for the surprise section of the Property Squad. That's right, everybody. We're in the 60-second makeover portion thing. So here we are, our second property. We're going to run in, we're going to change things up, we're going to mix things around and keep it really exciting. In we go, and we're going to bish, and then we're going to bash, and then we're going to bosh, and then we're going to schmosh. And here we go. Let's just get rid of all of that stuff. There we go. You've got natural light. There's an open wall. There's a hammer in my hand. There's another open wall over there. We're running up some stairs. We're looking at what's happening up here as well, and we're gonna have a look down at that truck over there. Do we like the truck? Let's decide if we do. Want to change it? Just hit it with a bazooka. Then we're gonna run around here. There's some boxes. Those boxes won't get blown up by dynamite because I've run out. And then there's a bazooka, and then we're gonna just keep reloading stuff, and we're moving on to this property. That's 60 seconds. One's done. Next one up. Here we go. It's the same layout. Surprise, surprise. We're running upstairs. We're gonna open the roof. There's the roof. We're getting ready for a loft conversion. Is it gonna work out? Nobody knows, but you can see the planes going to that airport I talked about earlier. That's a through line, everybody. The classic throwback. Jumping out the window, spinning around, and running away. So we're going to slow things down from that extremely high octane part of the Property Squad. We're going to move over into this third property. Fourth? Is it four? I think it's four. A fourth property where we're going to have this conversion in the garden and make the most out of the space. As you can see, we've already got all of the materials we need next to the shed. So what we're going to do is start to bring it down very carefully. Ooh. And try and rebuild some of the walls. But basically, I'm waiting for more equipment and people to turn up to help with extra brickwork. So we're going to extend that and turn it into a studio. Use your imaginations, because that's certainly what I'm doing. And there's a new idea we have in the Property Squad. If you don't like something, then you can change it. You can change it however you like. So if there's this front gate, don't like it? What we're going to do? We're going to throw that, we're going to boom. It's changed. Everything's changed. You've changed. Everything's better. Your life's great. Running away from the problems. Now we're coming to the end of our episode, and we're having a look at roofing, and specifically what to do if you find any problems with your roof. So first of all, we're going to set up our construction site. This is going to be my office because I am the project manager. I'm always the project manager. Do you know why? Because I manage it. So here we go. We're going to have a look over here, and there's a small bridge that we can build. It's sort of like a ladder, but you just kind of lay it down. So we're going to have a look over at this little bridge, and we're going to get on the roof. We're going to have a little inspect. We're going to inspect it and see what it's about, because you need to have a close look at everything to make sure you know what you're doing. Because if you run in with no idea of what's happening, then bad things can happen and you'll ruin everybody's lives. So here we go. We're having a look. It all looks pretty even. The shingled, is it called shingled? The shingle's quite good. And let's have a look at this chimney. So this is something that the client has decided they wanted to get rid of, but I just want to make sure where this chimney actually goes to. So I'm going to just throw a small marker down there, and poof, there we go. So we can see where it went. So let's have just a quick look inside the building to see where that chimney actually gets to. So trying to find the entrance for the chimney here, and it looks like it's just entirely aesthetic. So what we can do is easily take it down. So here we go. We're going to get back on the roof, and we're going to just use some of our more advanced techniques to, there we go, to take down that side of the building. And crash, bang, wallop, the client's got what they want. Here we go. The roof has been drastically improved here, and quite frankly, we've changed the landscape of this town for the better for the rest of time. What's that? They're angry about it. Sorry, I'm just getting a message from the producers. They want us to leave. They want us to leave now. Okay, let's talk about the art installation again. Oh, there we go. There's the art installation, increasing the pollution around this landscape by tenfold. And I hear there's an angry mob down the road, so let's bug out. Next time on the Property Squad. We take a look at these old Greek ruins, and we're going to convert them into a brand new bed and breakfast resort. And tensions are running high on our latest project, trying to turn the top of this hill into $1 million chalet. Phil, you can't be doing that. We spent absolutely loads on hiring out those pieces of equipment. Why you... Phil, we've had this talk before. I don't care how much you love the flames and you can see the devil in them. It doesn't make it okay. You know what? I've had enough of this, Phil. This is it. This is the end.